Welcome, Bitcoin fam, to No One Daily Bitcoin Pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as well as breaking news. The city of Roswell, New Mexico sets up a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Let's go. Also, Arizona Senator Rogers says, I do not have any concerns about the volatility of Bitcoin simply because if you zoom out on all the charts, it's always increasing in value. Facts. Also, Coinbase just said the USA is likely to buy $100 billion worth of Bitcoin very soon. We'll also be discussing banks must adopt crypto or be extinct in the next 10 years, according to Eric Trump. Also, BlackRock's IBIT hit 600,000 Bitcoin milestone as the institutional giants fuel the Bitcoin rally. We'll also be discussing Standard Chartered Bank predicts new Bitcoin all-time high this quarter. I'll be breaking down their latest timeline from their report, as well as 200 trillion Bitcoin market cap now in play as hyper-Bitcoinization takes shape, according to the Bitcoin OG. Adam back. We'll also be discussing the Bitcoin volatility is lowest in the last 563 days. Arthur Hayes just blazed, predicts $1 million Bitcoin by 2028 within the next 3 years. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. Now, welcome, Fam-a-lam, to the live stream, tri-stream. Fingers crossed that we have no glitches today. But just so you guys know, I've been going back and forth with the Streamlabs support via support tickets, and we're still in communication with how to resolve the technical glitches, specifically on YouTube. We haven't had the issues on X or Rumble. So you guys let me know in the chat if the stream is good today. I don't even know if we're live. Shit. Let's see. I have no idea. I just assume we're working, but you just never know. Looks like it. Let me know in the chat, fam. I'm going to check all the platforms. We should be live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. But as you know, I've been having issues all week. Let's see. Looks like it. So far, so good on X. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pin the stream to the top of the profile. And I'm going to check the YouTube stream as well, just to see if we're live on all the platforms. There's just no telling. Like a young Miss Janet Yellen. Let's see here. See if we're good here. So far, so good. Okay, good stuff. JV out of Hank Williams Jr. kind of night. Changed my mind about being a meat eater. My half coyote dog was making me crave stuff. I don't know what happened, but I didn't do it. My hands are clean. Sounds like you went to the dark side. I'm rocking the Darth JV cap today. Shout out Sergio, bitcoincaps.net. Let me know what you think of the new cap. But it's all good. You got to do what's best for your health. The most important element to your diet is eating real food, whether it's a carnivore diet or a non-carnivore diet, like a vegetarian diet. You need to eat real food and avoid processed food, canned food, and all that crap, which is like 99.9% of all your options at the supermarket. If you're eating real food, which hasn't been processed, that's God's food, you're going to be healthy regardless if it's good, good meat or, whatever it is. And that's, I think, the key. And you guys see what works best for you. Real food, not microplastic. That's the other thing. Microplastics plague us. Yeah, India is for real. Koi dog. She rips my clothes and it hurts, but she's just playing. Her teeth are not a dog's teeth. She is mesmerizing. I imprinted in her. Oh, wow. Well, so far, so good. Thank you, Sweet Bitty McGee, and thanks for the rest of the fam. I got myself some espresso here, Darth JV in the building, imprinted on her, and yeah, I need to start working harder on getting the real food here. Yeah, that's the thing. Anything coming out of can is going to be filled with aluminum and toxic metals, and then it's processed food, sodium, all the crap they add, right? It's mind-boggling, but it's almost like it feels sometimes like a full-time gig just eating healthy and trying to avoid the poisons in life. I'll give you one example. How many of you, for example, may go to Starbucks or a local cafe, catch a cup of Joe to go? Microplastics. All those paper cups are lined with plastic, and you get millions or billions of microplastics leaching into your coffee. So that's why I'm happy to make my coffee at home, or if I do go to a cafe, I'll bring the stainless steel cup, Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. But let's not get started with forever chemicals and all that such. So much to share. But yeah, welcome everybody. Good to have you here. I'm going to go ahead and repost everyone. All comments and quotes of the live stream will be reposted in real time. Shout out Rudy LaCoin. Good to see you, broski. Welcome to the live stream. Shout out Sweet Bitty McGee. The Bitty Baddies holding it down. Good to have you here. Always an honor. Glenn Cooper, respect, brother. Risotto Reed. Stacking the Bitty like it's JV and Nipsey. Thank you, SS. Greg, Fax. Shout out OG Bring Fax. He said he just ordered the black cap for BitcoinCaps.net. Shout out my boy Sergio. Smash the likes. I have the same cup. Nice. Yeah, I like this cup. It's a Yeti. So it's like, I think I got it on Amazon, like for $40. But thanks to inflation, to buy a cup with no poison is now over $40, but well worth it because this cup will last a lifetime. So keep bringing the tunes. Oh yeah, brand new Chandy Jams, fired up. It's fire. We played it yesterday, and of course there's a new music video. If we continue glitch free, we'll play the video a little later in the stream. Welcome everyone joining us. I'm gonna take a couple of sips of my espresso, and then we'll get on with the bitty news.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating it. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome to the live stream, fam. Also want to share a reminder, a little housekeeping. Max Kaiser's event, which is taking place January of 2026, the Max and Stacy Invitational. I attended the very first one, and I had so much fun. I will be attending the next one. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, so I just kind of want to give you the heads up because most expectedly, they'll probably sell out within the first hour. So if you're looking to attend the greatest Bitcoin event with Max and Stacy, I would strongly encourage you to, subscribe to them. And as soon as the tickets are launched, pick yourself up one, of course, tomorrow when they go live. So I'm constantly singing the theme song in my sleep. Good. That means it's embedded into the unconscious mind, which means Chandy is doing a hell of a job. So shout out Chandy 10 Music, #1 Bitcoin music, hands down. Boomers for the Bitcoin. Shout out the Snark Knight. Appreciate the love, fam. But anyways, without further ado, if you're new to the channel, important, smash the likes. Go ahead, subscribe, and ring the bell. Turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto newsletters every single day, 7 days a week, just like this, including Hump Wednesdays, April 30th, 2025. Pod episode number 1978. We're 22 episodes away from episode number 2000. Mind-boggling, right? And markets corrected some. Yesterday we were back above 95,000, and today we're just above 93,700 at the time of the live stream. Let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. And the crowd is roaring like the kitty. XRP big loser because I believe they were anticipating their futures ETF to go live and it got postponed. Today it's correcting. Bitcoin, Ether, Cardano, pretty much all the major cryptos correcting and in the red. Checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap is sitting at 2.93 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap, 1.86 trillion. The volume for the past 24 hours is just shy of 82 billion, meaning we're up 8.5% on the day. Now, the silver lining, Bitcoin dominance is a ripping like the new Scottie Pippen, currently at 63.7%. How high do you think that will climb for this cycle? Let me know. While the Ether dominance is pretty stagnant at around 7.3% of the market. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours, Floki leading the pack, followed by WorldCoin, followed by AB, and very modest gains as 95% of the market's correcting and in the red. Checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective. Starting on the day, we'll work our way back. Pretty much what I just said, 95% of the market, Rex City. And zooming out for the weekly, silver lining, maybe 60-40 green over red. And for the month, not too shabby, I'd say. Similar, maybe 70-30 green over red. So we have flipped overall for the past 30 days back in the green. And for the past couple of months, it's been mostly in the red. So a good sign. We've recovered some as the market cap continues to climb. Checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Today, we're 56 greed. Yesterday, is 60. Last week, a 72 in greed. And last month, a 34 in fear. And checking out the infamous time chain calendar. We have 155,371 blocks to the next halving. We're on block height number 894,629. You can currently exchange one fiat monopoly dollar for 1,065 sats. So you know what to do, broskies. Pick up the sats, put down the gats, pick up some Bitcoin caps from my man Sergio over at bitcoincaps.net, including the new exclusive CNA cap, which I'm rocking for the first time here today. They got this in white, of course. We got it in black. We got the new Trumponomics cap as well as the President B cap, which are all pretty lit, by the way. So shout out my boy Sergio for hooking it up. Sweet Bitty McGee. Aloha, bitty baddies, bitty broskies. Let's go, bubbles. My full Bitcoin node is finally up and running. Congratulations, Chris. Love to hear that. How many of you are running a node alongside Chris? Do let me know. I know Glenn Cooper's running a node as well. Yeah, I mean, so far so good with the stream. Good. All right. And again, welcome everyone. Let me check the X feed again, because X gonna give it to you. Darth JV in the building. Caffeinated JV. East Afro King in the building. We got a lot of folks here in the building today. Glenn Cooper, audited every 10 minutes by tens of thousands of people all across the globe, has not been audited in 110 years. Must be referring to the Fed. Precisely. And that's a great meme. I just hit you with a repost there, Glenn. And thank you for the comments on the stream. All comments and quotes of the live stream will get reposted. This is how we hack the algorithm and orange pill the masses like a blackberry molasses. Yeah, man. And shout out Ghost. The ghost of Satoshi lives. 100. Rudy LaCoin, no better place for the Bitcoin discussion. That's what's up. Respect, brothers. Much appreciated. Yeah, man. So good stuff. But anyways, it looks like we got 300 people on the stream. We got to get our numbers up. Very rookie numbers, to say the least. We might have to channel the Kundalini. We'll pull out all the tricks today. We even got the sage. That's right. We're going to light the sage again. It's been like 2 months. In fact, the Kundalini. And let's send this mofo where it belongs, back above 100 G's, shall we? And shout out former chairman of Nippinator. He almost looks unalive, but trust, he's doing just fine. I promise. There is no precisely. JC, if you're surprises sent out to you, should be right if you got it. Fresh. The stream is being fresh. Damn. X or Rumble. The issue is specifically on YouTube. So it's a YouTube glitch. And yeah, pretty wild. Not so fond of YouTube lately, but bear with me. And hopefully we get through it and all is good in the Bitcoin hood. But you guys let me know. Keep me posted. It's something to do with the API of Streamlabs and YouTube. I've been dealing with support, but we're still undergoing back and forth communication. So hopefully get to the bottom of it soon. But for the meantime, it is what it is. I'm going to sip one more sip of espresso and we'll kick off the show. Oh, yesterday was your birthday. So Fairground, happy belated birthday, broski. You should have told us. We would have sang happy birthday. We would have had Chandy sing for us. Oh no, show start over? Oh snap. Let me see what's going on with YouTube fam. If it ended, still working on my end, but it has been creating duplicate streams. There's all sorts of technical issues going on, which I'm trying to get to the bottom of. So just bear with me. If YouTube stops this stream and comments sees, we'll switch it to Rumble comments like we had to do yesterday. Yeah, I mean, you got the gong strike. We're back. Well, let's not waste any time. We're off to a rocky start. So without further ado, 1 second, we're going to do some TA, aka astrology for the baddies. That's right. All right, let's do some astrology for the baddies. And we'll also pull up the live charts. Bitcoin macro indicator that predicted the 2022 bottom flashes a buy signal. That's right. The key Bitcoin indicator that accurately signaled the 2022 market bottom has flashed another buy signal. Also, let's not forget we got the Nibinator indicator. So, dubbed the Macro Chain Index, the MCI. The indicator is a composite of the several long-term on-chain macroeconomic metrics, analyzing factors such as the accumulation behavior, network activity, and supply trends, helping identify whether Bitcoin is undervalued or overvalued relative to the historical cycle position. The most important part of the current chart is the RSI, which is the relative strength index of the MCI, which you can see here in the purple. In April, the RSI crossed above the 52-week moving average, which you can see in the yellow, which has historically confirmed the start of the Bitcoin bull runs. The RSI crossover previously appeared in the 2015 ahead of the Bitcoin surge to 20,000, which we achieved December of 2017. And in 2019, before the run to 65,000, and in late 2022, just before Bitcoin bottom near 15.5. So if historical patterns hold, the April 2025 crossover means the beginning of a new bull run, particularly as several other indicators also point to the Bitcoin breaking above the key psychological resistance of 100 Gs. According to analysts here, our macro chain index fired a long signal, the first buy signal since 2022, when it successfully went long at the absolute bottom. Considering that the fundamentals align and the market structure is gradually following there, this is a significant call in my honest opinion. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analysts. Bitcoin dipped by as much as 32% after establishing the current all-time high of 109.3 achieved inauguration day, January 20th. And since the sharp decline caused primarily by the Trump global trade war, Bitcoin formed a local low of 74 a couple of weeks back, but has since recovered back above 95 yesterday and has officially decoupled from the U.S. stock market. Bitcoin's recent price rebound is gaining strong support from futures markets, especially on Binance. Between January and early April, open interest on the exchange dropped from 12 billion to 7.5 billion, marking a 37% decline, signaling reduced confidence and lower leverage during the market downturn. But the trend flipped mid-April, and over the past 3 weeks, traders have pushed open interest up by 29%, from 7.5 billion to 9.7 billion, aligning with the Bitcoin price on the spot markets. And if you don't know, now you know. And also some big news, the city of Roswell, New Mexico sets up strategic Bitcoin reserve. Now we know what they're hiding over at Area 51. The biddy. Pretty lit. Also, Arizona Senator Rogers says, I do not have any concerns about the volatility of the Bitcoin simply because if you zoom out on all the charts, it's always increasing in value. Finally, someone actually gets it. Arizona winning, they became the first state to be approved for the strategic Bitcoin reserve, which we covered in great detail yesterday. Also, Coinbase just said that the United States will likely buy $100 billion worth of Bitcoin very soon. Game on. And with that being shared, let's pull up some of the live charts. Let me check the feed, see how we're doing, fam. Let me know in the comments. It looks like we're back and rocking. Good stuff. All right, here we go. Let's do some astrology for the baddies. Specifically via TradingView, via Coinbase, which I'm pulling up right now. You should be able to see live on your screen, the live chart, Action Jackson. There's the 1 hour chart. You can see we've been trading sideways virtually all week. We dropped all the way down to 93 and recovered some, and currently still trading sideways above 93.7. Zooming out from the 1 hour, we'll take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour says it's going up forever, Nipinator. That's right. A big corrective red candle here in the past 4 hours. Rising wedge formation overall. Bear scenario sitting at 86.2. There you have it. And zooming out a little further, we take a look at the daily. Daily chart says falling wedge. Bull scenario, red target sitting at 111. That's what's up. That would be price discovery mode. We have bear scenario just shy of 69. And zooming out a little further, we take a look at the weekly. The weekly chart shows us 3 consecutive green candles, which is very bullish considering we had virtually 2 months of corrective candles. Still have the cup and handle target of 124,000. And also we do get a monthly candle close later today in a few hours, which is pretty cool. We're right around the corner for the month of May. So the very first month of Q2, we're about to put a bow on. And as you can see, thus far, so good. We're definitely going to be closing in the green in a few hours. So we got the bullish momentum back after 2 bearish consecutive months. Sign of the times. Let me know where you feel the pretty little bitty likely to take us next, and I'll read your comments out loud. And again, welcome everyone. Join the live stream. Make some noise. Let me know where you're tuned in from. This live and interactive. And if you don't know, now you know. Down a little, Sauna fired up and ready. I am going in. I'm going to be watching the stream on the Roku TV and the sauna. Back in the chat in 20 minutes. Enjoy yourself there, Chandy. I do it for the health, but y'all, I don't have fun in there. To me, it's fun. I love the sauna. It's so relaxing. So far, so good. Thank you, Serge. Appreciate the feedback. We got 400 people on the stream, so happy 420 in advance for the broskies, of course. Here we go with our theme song. You must be behind Diana. We hit the theme song at the beginning of the show. So most likely you're not at the live, but you're somewhere at the beginning, but it's all good. You can do it any way you like it. And that's the beauty of the live stream. But yeah, let me check the X feed again. All comments and quotes are going to get reposted. And then we'll continue with the news. And in the meantime, brand new Chandy Jam called Fired Up. I got it loaded up for you guys. We're going to play it as I'm reposting. And then we'll continue with the latest news. Let me just find it. Here we go. Enjoy the Jammy Jam.
Worldwide, we'll be meeting with the bitty vibes. Win in hand, thinkers signed up for hot May Vegas days and steamy nights. We stacked our tickets for a rocket ride. Fight it up, fight it up. Not taking a Jay-Z, Empire State of Mind kind of bus ride. 5th level G's, investors, you can't play us. We're taking over Vegas.
Huddle gang worldwide, we'll be meeting with the bitty vibes.
This is the new Vegas anthem for the big conference coming up, literally in less than a month. Let me know if you're going to be there. I know Chandy, Oracle, many of y'all are going to be there. So this is the new Jammy Jam. Enjoy.
Win in hand, thinkers signed up for hot May Vegas days and steamy nights. We stacked our tickets for a rocket ride. Venetian magician games now. Fire it up. Bitty dreams getting wired. We ain't missing. We light it up. Fire it up. Stack the stats, never tire up. 30K deep, whole world listening. Bitcoin future, we write it up.
Speakers like magicians pulling truth from fiction.
Finding fate, same at the same. Freedom, raising the manifesting missions, no permission.
Good job, Chandy, says Diane. We're loving the new Jammy Jam, of course. Chandy Jams. But anyways, keep the comments flowing, fam. Appreciated. But we're going to continue with the news. We'll dive into our next story of the day. Now we got the TA out of the way. So here we have it. We're going to be discussing the latest from Mr. Eric Trump. That's right. Headline here reads, banks must adopt crypto or be extinct in the next 10 years, according to Eric Trump. Let's break it down. Eric Trump, obviously son of President Trump, has delivered a warning to the global banks regarding crypto adoption, quoting him here from a recent CNBC interview. The modern financial system is broken, it's slow, it's expensive. It forced me into the crypto world. And I am telling you, if the banks don't watch what's a-coming, they are going to be extinct in 10 years. Take that, Jamie Dimon. And while emphasizing the need for the banks to closely monitor developments of the crypto industry, Trump highlighted the benefits of crypto's underlying blockchain tech for the financial system. He slammed the existing cross-border transaction solutions like the global international messaging network SWIFT, which has often been criticized for its slow transactions. Quoting him here, there's nothing that can be done on blockchain that can't be done better than the way that the current financial institutions are working. Preach. SWIFT is an absolute disaster. Couldn't agree more there. And while with the emergence of crypto, traditional payment tools like SWIFT are at a risk of losing market share to decentralized alternatives. Quoting him again, you can open up a DeFi app right now. You can open up any crypto app, and you can send money wallet to wallet instantaneously without the expense and without the variability. That's right. Trump's warning comes amid the many global banks still pushing back against crypto adoption, with the Bank of Italy slamming stablecoin growth and Bitcoin investments. On the other hand, many industry executives are bullish on crypto adoption by banks already in 2025, amid governments like the US pushing a more crypto-friendly agenda. Trump's new prediction comes in line with his previous bull forecast on crypto. Back in December, Eric Trump predicted Bitcoin inevitably hitting $1 million per coin. Damn straight. While global governments and institutions would have to adopt the crypto to compete in the fast-growing market. We call this the game theory. Meanwhile, Trump shills Binance-linked BNB chain. That's right. Trump's latest remarks about crypto adoption by global banks came a few days after his public promotion of USD1, a new stablecoin backed by the Trump family. Launched March of 2025, USD1 is designed to support the one-to-one peg with the US dollar by being 100% backed by short-term US government treasuries using dollar deposits and other cash equivalents. The stablecoin is running on the BNB chain, a project initially founded by Binance, which has been subject to controversy over the alleged relationship with the Trump family. Very interesting there. And in mid-March, the Wall Street Journal reported an alleged deal between Binance and Trump's family, which reportedly envisaged a stake in crypto business deal as a part of the plan to resume the Binance.US operations in the United States. While both President Trump and former Binance CEO CZ were quick to deny, the Wall Street Journal claims the last post by Trump's son adds more controversy. And there you have it. We all know the banks are doomed, and SWIFT is very old, outdated technology, and I agree that they will get left behind if they don't adopt the BIDI. But the good news is the banks now have the green light to do just that. So hopefully they do so and stack accordingly. And again, welcome everyone. Join the live stream. JV has the new Sergio cap. I would like to see the new Trumponomics cap. I shared them yesterday on the stream. I have it in the closet right now, but I did share it yesterday. It basically says Trumponomics. They're pretty fat as in dope, P-H-A-T. Dope as in cool, just, yeah, I mean. But just to be clear. But the website, you can find them at. You can see the whole catalog of caps over at bitcoincaps.net, and these ones are now officially included. So if you want to cop yourself one of these are special because there's obviously... You got the embroidered logo here, and then you got the big B embroidered. It's really good quality, great caps, highly recommended. So I'm proud to rock these with all respect. Shout out Sergio. Yeah, YouTube, unfortunately, there's a glitch. I'm in the process of going back and forth with Streamlabs support to get to the bottom of it. We don't know what's causing it yet. It seems to work okay on X and Rumble. So if worse comes to worst and YouTube stops, we'll just switch the chat to Rumble and then it'll be glitch free. But hopefully we get this figured out this week. It's just time consuming because of everything's done through support tickets. So like yesterday, I shared all the problems I'm experiencing, and then they just responded back with a dozen questions and gave me no answers or solutions to my problems. So it's work in progress. Hopefully I get this resolved, and trust, once it gets resolved, game on. Like, fuck around, find out. Nibbinator on tour from his den. Pretty much JV always rocking the new caps like it's a mushroom. Precisely. Someone say psilocybin. God's little helpers, as per Terrence McKenna. It has not ending, it's just skipping. Exactly. So, I mean, it seemed this is what happens because I been studying it. It'll be good for 10 minutes, glitch free, then matrix attack. The stream gets laggy, particularly on YouTube. So it's something to do with the API is not giving enough bit rate or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm not the technical guru, but it's not doing things accurately, and it's specifically on a try stream. I could avoid all these issues. I could just stream on YouTube and say fuck X and fuck Rumble. But I'm actually digging the Rumble or the X crowd because that's where most of you are. I mean, YouTube, in all honesty, there's only 50 people on. So the YouTube algorithm completely sucks donkey balls, in my opinion. So, I mean, if worse comes to worse and I don't get the YouTube issue resolved, I'll just say F YouTube. I can care less about YouTube. We'll just stream on X and Rumble and say F YouTube. It's only YouTube causing me the issue. But then again, YouTube is the best commenting platform. So if we, cut out YouTube, our commenting is going to suck because no one goes to Rumble and no one uses comments on X. So it's like a curse. That's why we do a try stream. So just bear with me. And hopefully we get through today's stream and we can get everything sorted. I will refresh. I eat the Matrix agents for breakfast. Exactly, 7 Laws. My man.
Nah, we dismiss them. Fire it up, fire it up. Bitty dreams getting wired up. At the Venetian, we ain't missing. Whole gang, and we light it up. Fire it up, fire it up. Stack the sats, never tire up. 30K deep, whole world listen. Bitcoin.
Shout out Dragon Slayer. We don't slay dragons. We are dragons that slay. And of course, Crypto Surge just reposted you both. Fired up.
Future, we write it up.
From basement dreams to penthouse scenes, from backroom chats to global streams. It's bigger than cash, it's bigger than schemes. It's freedom alive, it's the Bitcoin dream.
Vegas heat, bitty beat, hold up deep, fire it up like the street. Vegas heat.
Bringing the Vegas heat. Let's get ready to rumble. Precisely. We're rumblers over here. Keep it rumbling. But anyways, there's a rumble in the jungle. Let's dive into our next story of the day, the latest with the volume of BlackRock, which has been crushing it lately. Shout out Nippinator, former chairman of the SEC, giving us the Nippinator indicator, 100K in play. So yeah, here we have it. Next story, Famalam. I think this is the proper one after the infamous freeze frame. There we have it. Yeah, BlackRock's IBIT hit 600,000 Bitcoin milestone. So yeah, MicroStrategy has like 540,000-ish Bitcoin. BlackRock has 600,000. Collectively, they hold as much Bitcoin as Satoshi. Pretty wild. So according to insights from the market intelligence platform Santiment, let me speak to Samson. This sustained capital injection reflects a newfound investor confidence emerging just as fears around global tariff uncertainty and geopolitical tensions are starting to ease. And that's right, bitty broskies. Some traders may feel more relaxed now that the fear around the new tariffs has calmed down. Others may be trying to ride the wave of crypto's recent bounce back. One standout from the recent pattern is BlackRock's IBIT, which is their ETF. As stated in the report, liquidity, brand trust, and media saturation have converged to make it the preferred vehicle for institutions looking to gain the bitty exposure. On April 29th, it added 2,273 BTC, worth $217 million, pushing its total holdings to 601,209 Bitcoin. It marked a symbolic logistical milestone, cementing BlackRock's position as the largest institutional Bitcoin hodler, with the second largest Fidelity at just under 200,000 BTC. Wild. Now, still, despite the flood of the institutional capital, Santiment's report revealed the concerning trend. Bitcoin's price is rising, even though trade volumes are dropping. A classic bearish divergence that often foreshadows the pullbacks. This anomaly is particularly striking, given Bitcoin surge to 95 Gs. Usually, such rallies are accompanied by swelling volumes, signaling widespread conviction, but instead, observers have noted the narrow cohort of deep pocketed investors, such as your very own Nippinator, has propped up the market. Yeah, that's right. Michael Saylor's not the only one stacking the bitty. Primarily ETF issuers and corporations like Strategy, while retailers remain sidelined. Even though the ETF inflows mechanically increase demand since issuers must buy Bitcoin to back the shares, the fading volume suggests Bitcoin's recent rally lacks organic momentum. Quoting them here, there is a bit of the bearish divergence forming due to the prices rising, but volume moving the opposite direction. This pattern usually suggests a rally might be getting weaker since it is not being supported by the strong activity from the traders. Well, there you have it. And if you don't know, now you know. Nippinator's shaking up a storm over here like Anita Baker. What's going on, Nippinator? Nippinator on guard. Precisely. Nippinator ain't playing no games. The skipping stop, that's always a good sign. But yeah. Again, welcome everyone to the live stream, try stream. We're live and in the flesh. Happy April 30th, the final day of the month. But I anticipate it's going to fix itself and then go bad. It's, until I get the problem resolved with the help of Streamlabs. So just bear with me. As long as you can hear my voice, it's all good. If it's, glitch here and there, there's always glitches in the matrix, but I promise I will get to the bottom of it. Just be patient with me because it takes a few days going back and forth with support. It's a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Nippinator says it's going up forever, Laura. And if you don't know, now you know.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
That's a lot of biddies we're stacking here, eh? Let's strike the gong. And like I said, we have some of the sage. So we're going to light up sage in a little bit. Let's get that Kundalini serpent energy rising, shall we? We're back above 94 G's, baby. That's right. Back above 94. Game on, biddy broskies.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin.
Buy the biddy, stack the biddy, no diddy, reppin', you already know. But anyways, fam, we're transitioning into our next story of the day here. Welcome, everyone, just joining the live. Looks like we got 700 people here. No better place. Thank you, Crypto Connoisseur. Appreciate it. Light it up, JV. Keeping it fair. I got you, big dog. Anyways, next story of the day. Let's continue with the news. Actually, bullish all-time high projection right here after the infamous freeze frame, of course. Headline reads, Standard Chartered Bank predicts new Bitcoin all-time high this quarter, Q2, baby. Here's the banking giant's target according to their latest report. And FYI, the largest shareholder of Standard Chartered, of course, is BlackRock. I mean, they have their hands in everything. So yeah, Bitcoin began appreciating 26% from the current level, reaching a price of 120 is their projection by the end of the second quarter. So within the next 60 days, bring it. Kendrick, the analyst over at Standard Chartered, says the growing institutional demand and the investor desire to share presented by the private sector, such as on government issues. The primary purpose of portfolios better this year's tariff escalation. And as you know, gold has been breaking out, hitting continued new all-time highs, and it topped out at around 3,500 an ounce before correcting some. Peter Schiff reported doing backflips in his living room. Pretty wild. But anyways, let's get it. There is no second best, and we are going up forever, Laura. That's a fact, Jack. The infamous Laura. That's right. Again, welcome everyone joining the live stream. I'm going to check the X feed again. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. It is a tri-stream, and the comments are coming from YouTube. My apologies for any glitching experiencing on the tube. But overall, we're still going strong. So let's continue. I'm gonna take another sip of the espresso, and we'll continue with the news. We got two more featured stories to share with you today, and then we'll flip it into some live Q&A. Let's fire it up.
Bitcoin future, we ride it up. It feels like I've seen you before, like maybe I missed a step and we got sidetracked, and I'm not the kind of person who likes to live.
Again, welcome those joining us. Live stream, tri-stream, extravaganza. Next story, we're going to be discussing a 200 trillion Bitcoin market cap. And as you know, we're not even at 2 trillion. So this is a massive hyper Bitcoinization OG prediction coming from the OG himself, Adam Back. And then we'll dive into our feature story, which is Bitcoin volatility is its lowest in almost 600 days. And Arthur Hayes projecting a 1 million Bitcoin price target by the time of the next halving in 2028. which is only 3 years out. So anyways, let's dive into the next story. Headline here reads, 200 trillion Bitcoin market cap now in play as hyper-Bitcoinization takes shape, according to Bitcoin OG, the one and only legendary Adam Back. That's right. Back says on X that the business intelligence firm Strategy and other companies employing the Bitcoin treasury policy are an arbitrage of the dislocation between the Bitcoin future and today's fiat world. That's right, quoting them here. A sustainable and scalable 1 to 200 trillion trade front-running hyper-Bitcoinization. Scalable enough for most the biggest listed companies to move to a Bitcoin treasury. Let's go. Now, Back argues a strategy involving Bitcoin is a logical and sustainable arbitrage, quoting him again. But not forever, Laura. The driver is Bitcoin price going up over 4-year periods, faster than interest and inflation. Post-hyper-Bitcoinization, MNAV probably trends to 1. The MNAV stands for the multiple of the net asset value, and it refers to the ratio of a company's stock price in relation to the value of the biddy that the company holds per share. Adam Back also says the Bitcoin treasuries are part of the long-term effort to reprice the world in Bitcoin. The Blockstream CEO argues that the biddy will become a hurdle rate for operating companies. Now, what's your prediction? Hypothetically, if we achieved a $200 trillion Bitcoin market cap, meaning $200 trillion poured right into the Bitcoin market, where do you think that would send the price action? Let me know when I read your comments out loud, and I'll read some comments, and then we'll dive into our feature story today and discuss the $1 million price prediction from Arthur Hayes. Just blaze! And we'll go from there, biddy baddies and broskies alike. Welcome, Joseph. What it do? Welcome to the live stream. And again, shout out everyone just joining us. This is a live and interactive experience. And if you want to interact in the chat, I strongly encourage you to visit the YouTube channel over at cryptonewsalerts.net. And let's get it. Light it up, biddy broskies. There we have it. Yeah, man. Let's light this mofo up. Keep the comments flowing. I'm going to check the X feed again. And then we'll continue with our feature story of the day. Shout out DBM Academy. Appreciate the love, broski. It does help out a lot. This is how we hack the algorithm, FYI. The more comments and quotes and reposts, the more love we get, meaning the more eyeballs will be exposed to the stream. On YouTube, it's all a matter of likes and comments. We need to really up our likes and our game. Right now, we only have 66 people on YouTube. 5 years ago, I used to do YouTube streams, and we'd have 1,000 people on. So we are absolutely shadow banned, and we need your help. So if you can help us on the tube, we appreciate it. We only have 58 people on YouTube, which makes no sense. And we have 690 people on the stream, most of you guys watching from X, and some of you watching on Rumble. But that's why we do a tri-stream. It's like, if we only do YouTube, no one's going to see the show because the algorithm penalizes us. And if we only do X, you guys aren't going to be able to comment. So we have to continue to try stream until we get this resolved and figure out a better solution. But that's why we're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. And of course, as you know, Rumble and X are backups to YouTube because every year we get terminated under false pretenses. We lose the channel and we got to start all over again. And ironic enough, I just saw a 5-year memory appear from my Facebook timeline. And 5 years ago, we had 40,000+ subscribers on YouTube. So over the past 5 years, we only grown by 30,000 subs on YouTube, which makes no sense at all, right? Considering I'm the most consistent live streamer in the Bitcoin community, you would think we'd have hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube, but no, like nobody new gets exposed to the stream. It's really only the existing subscribers and those of you who have notifications turned on. And some of you don't even get the notifications, believe it or not. It's crazy. It's not adding up. Definitely not adding up. But the growth has been pretty consistent on X. So I really can't complain because we got 40,000 followers on X, which makes up for what we're lacking on YouTube. And have you also noticed, 70 whatever thousand subs on YouTube, but only 50 people are watching? That makes no sense either. Meanwhile, less than 40,000 followers on X, but 700 people watching on X right now. And sometimes we get thousands of people on X with a very small amount of followers. So it is what it is. Algorithms were made to benefit the lizards, not the people. That's what I'm saying, facts. Down with the lizard folk. Well said. Couldn't agree more. But anyways, let me know if you guys are ready. We'll tap into our feature story of the day. Stream seems to be going good right now. 800 people on the live. I just accidentally opened up something I didn't supposed to on my computer, so allow it to open. Give me a second, then I can close it so it's not interfering with my stream. And we'll continue with the latest and greatest in the bitty news. If you feel what I'm saying. They don't want anybody to know the truth. Well, that's a fact, Jack. And probably the most logical reason on why I get attacked on YouTube specifically, I would assume, right? I can't prove anything, so it's all speculation, but just based on the growth in the numbers and the fact my shit never grows on YouTube and is stagnant, which seems like forever, a half a decade, safe to assume that. Safe to assume that. But here's a little rant from Max, the high priest, your holiness.
Wall Street is fraud, America is fraud, the world is fraud, banks are fraud, central banks are fraud. We live in an era of fraud. It's all based on fraud, and they get a percentage of the fraud. That's the business model. To suggest that there is any moral or ethical...
You hear what he just said? It's all fraud. They get a percentage of the fraud. This is the business model. I couldn't agree more. And speaking the truth, I like to double down on this shit. Here's all the lies we've been told since childhood. Big Bang Theory, bullshit. Gravity, bullshit. Meteors, bullshit. Black holes, bullshit. Moon landing, bullshit. The heliocentric model, bullshit. Exploration of Mars, bullshit. Layers of Earth, bullshit. Satellites, bullshit. Outer space, bullshit. Dinosaurs, bullshit. Earth is rotating 1,000 miles per hour through infinite space, bullshit. Katy Perry in space, bullshit. Curvature of water surface, bullshit. Evolution, we come from monkeys and God doesn't exist, bullshit. Blasphemy, mofos. And last but not least, the International Space Station, bullshit. And with that being said, let's continue with our feature story of the day. Got to keep it fair for the broskies. Bitcoin is the real black hole. Exactly, facts, exactly. But yeah.
aspect to anything that's going on now is to be completely naive about the fact that we live in an era dominated by financial terror.
So don't mess with me, lizard folk, because that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'll expose everything. I'll expose what's really on the other side of the ice wall. I'll explore the other part of the world, which most people don't know even exists. If I have to, you've been warned. Just saying. All right, let's go, broskies. Feature story of the day. Let's see if we get the infamous freeze frame today. No freeze frame. Times are changing. I gotta love it. But anyways, here we go. Now for our feature story of the day. Bitcoin volatility hit its lowest in 563 days. Arthur Hayes just blazed, the BitMEX co-founder, predicts $1 million Bitcoin price action within the next 3 years by the time of the next halving in 2028. So let's break this baby down, shall we? Bitcoin is showing signs of maturity as a global financial asset, with price volatility dropping to the lowest level in more than 500 days, according to the latest research. Volatility refers to the degree of variation of a trading price over time, which indicates the uncertainty about the size of changes in an asset's value. The pretty little bitty, which is going up forever, Laura, its weekly volatility hit a 563-day low, April 30th. That's today, according to the head of research at K33 Research. That's right. Bitcoin's decreasing volatility suggests the bitty is maturing as a global financial asset, leading to a more stable price trajectory. Bitcoin has become the 7th largest asset globally by market cap, reaching $1.87 trillion, and now ranks above silver, Meta, and Saudi Aramco, which is the largest oil company in the world out of the Middle East. So Bitcoin about to take the throne, and obviously gold is leading the pack currently with a $22 trillion market cap. Bitcoin exchange deposits have also seen meaningful decline, suggesting reduced selling pressure and an uptick in conviction-driven custody behavior. According to Arthur Hayes Just Blaze, the divergence between the price stability and shrinking exchange balances is critical, especially in the week following a 7.2 billion options expiry and heightened macro volatility. In the past, similar patterns have preceded upside continuation as reduced supply meets sustained ETF and institutional bids. And the comment comes a day after BlackRock's ETF recorded a whopping almost billion worth of inflows, making it the second largest day of investments on record since they launched. Recent market activity has reignited the long-term bullish predictions. For example, Arthur Hayes Just Blaze says Bitcoin could hit 1 million by 2028. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Mr. Just Blaze, attributing to the potential surge of aggressive monetary policy and rising institutional interest. Quoting him again, it's time to go long every day. I repeat, it's time to go long every day. He just spoke as a keynote speaker at Token 2049 in Dubai. He said, don't worry, pre-low biddy's going to 1 million by 2028, attributing to the upcoming rally to more money printing from the U.S. Treasury, which we know is a given. Pre-low money printer go brr, sending Bitcoin parabolic. Hayes predicted the incoming U.S. Treasury buybacks may present the next Bitcoin catalyst, which might mean that it is the last chance, last call for alcohol or biddy to buy Bitcoin below 100,000. Treasury buybacks refer to the U.S. Treasury Department repurchasing its outstanding bonds from the open market to increase liquidity, manage federal debt, or stabilize the interest rates. And when the government prints, there is interest owed on the money printed because the government is not the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is a separate entity with no oversight from the government whatsoever. Can you say corruption? Industry leaders in the investment management space have also predicted Bitcoin to surpass 1 million. In fact, Cathie Wood recently upped her original 1 million price tag by 2030 to now like 2.5 to 3.4 million, were her bullish scenario, which we have covered before. Quoting the ARK Invest CEO here, many institutional investors are now looking at the Bitcoin thinking they need to add to their asset allocation because its return and risk profile looks so much different than all the other assets in their portfolios. You can say that again. So here's the updated target. Well, this was actually the initial bear case was 300,000. She upped it to now 500,000. The base case original was 710, which is now 1 million. And the bull case has now extended. I've seen predictions from 2.4 to 3.5 as per ARK Invest as Cathie Wood. But you guys let me know your thoughts on how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and if the woodchuck's name was Cathie Wood. Let me know, and I'll read your comments out loud. Welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. Looks like we got 900 people here. Stream is excellent. Excellent. Love to hear that. Out of the sauna and showered and a little less toxic than I was 30 minutes ago. I feel like 1 million Bitcoin compared to before. Biddy up. You feel like 21,000 BTC? I mean 21 million BTC. Max supply that mofo. Good. Okay, so yeah, welcome everyone to the Q&A segment. Be in the stream, it seems good. We're going to hit you with a music video we've never shared on the stream here, which I'm excited to share. It's fire. The name of the track, it is, let's see here. I know I got it saved on here as well. Bitcoin always goes up. You guys ready? Eric Trump says to the banks, they better get down with the biddy, or there won't be no more banks. Precisely. And I ain't speaking Lloyd banks. How dare you bring facts advice on the Chiba? He's like, no thank you. I love it. But yeah, so let's play the music video. Give me a second. I'll get it prepped. Enjoy the new Chandy music video, and feel free to drop your direct link, Chandy. And everyone, make sure you're following Chandy 10 Music for the #1 exclusive Bitcoin music, which we play here on our stream.
Let's square dance, call it a block dance. Giddy up, giddy up. Grab a partner, go round and round, go down to ride it up. Do-si-do, buckle up, biddy goes forever up. Gotta ride it down to feel it rise back up. We'll be singing when we're pumping, we'll be singing. The biddy loves to go down so it can rise again. Bitcoin always goes up again, you'll never keep a holiday. shack in the night away. Love shack in the night away. Where bees making honey with perfect money. Honey. BTC, love and manifesting the moon. Nobody owing an IU. Bitcoin and upward moving coins. It's mysterious, serious. Infectious, contagious, never done climaxing. Bitcoin. Lunar energy going to the moon. Someone say moon, make it a full moon. Get drippy with it, make a pretty bitty plan. Cold storage den with the jack kinda win in hand. Send it like lightning while manifesting the strawberry lightning. Feeling the imagined by a dragon thunder. Slow hand, strong stand, no folding, not a wannabe plan. It's not an under the sea pearl jam. It's a number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 kind of system. Hijack and gem of a plan. Strawberry moon up on Babylon. Roller coaster hunger, no shame in the flame. We sing the songs that remind us of the bitty highs. We sing the songs that remind us it's a thriller ride.
Oh, Satoshi, Satoshi, Satoshi.